Collective, you got somebody that may have knowingly or unknowingly put you in a silent competition. All right, possibly with a Queen of Swords. You could be this Queen of Pentacles. They could be this Queen of Pentacles. You could be this Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, but you got the Five of Swords out here, the Queen of Swords in reverse. You got the Five of Swords out here in the upright, five Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's giving somebody put you in some type of competition, okay? Or someone is there's a Queen of Swords in reverse is intimidated by you, all right, because of who you are, okay, and how you're being viewed, how you're being respected, how you're being loved, versus them. All right. Paul could be of significance. This could be someone that's possibly going through, there's a masculine here. It's going through a dark night of the soul. All right. Maybe you have been through quite a few yourself. This is somebody you know who this is. All right. You're in separation from this person. Um, this is somebody that wants to come in and give you equal give and take. All right. You got equal give and take from him, equal give and take with him. Six of Pentacles. This could be a Leo. They could have Capricorn in their chart. Somebody sees you as happiness. The sun is out here. Somebody sees you as fulfillment. They see you as somebody that brings them a lot of joy. All right, a lot of balance. Um, but this is somebody that also feels as though they shouldn't have ignored you. Just shouldn't have ignored you is out here. Why? Um, is why I asked, why do this person feel this way? Like, what was going on? This is them realizing that was some unhealthy behavior, some toxic behavior, to exude or to display for somebody that loves you, that loves them unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? This is unconditional love. Like, this is between you and them. And even if it's just you, this is somebody that knows them ignoring you was toxic. They know that was unhealthy behavior. You know what I'm saying? That made them look like a very unhealthy, toxic person. Okay. When it comes to, somebody very genuine with the unconditional card out here, clarifying, just shouldn't have ignored you. All right. So if this person, was dealing with some type of hostility, or feeling as though, they were intimidated by you, or this was, them looking at the fact that they had some unhealed and very unhealthy relationship issues, you know what I'm saying? That may have been a lot of low vibrational connections that did not turn out so well. And they have not healed from those things. So hurt people. All right. Especially when you karmic and you low vibrational. There's low vibrational people that will accept that and call it love when it's really toleration. All right. Um, but I feel like with this, Five of Swords, I hit there's a Queen of Swords that is very critical of how this person sees you, as far as them being somebody that this person will not be into, but they will for you. Okay. Queen of Pentacles could be you could work from home. Whatever it is you do, you can do from home. You may balance, a 9 to 5. You could work, overnight shift and still, have something you do at home as a side hustle, or whatever the case may be. All right. But you're a jack of all trades, very nurturing, but also, a healer. You know what I'm saying? Um, you carry a very healing energy, so you do have to have boundaries. But you could be a homebody as well. You could be an introvert. This person could be an extrovert. You got nightlife at the bottom of the deck over here. So this could have been somebody that took a risk or is willing to take a risk, or this is somebody that was in the partying scene and stuff. wasting a lot of time, and this could have been why this person, was at the time possibly non-committal, or not willing to get. It's like somebody that they were taking a risk with. Like maybe this person, was with this Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like dealing with somebody that is very, like, this is somebody that's off balance, but it's somebody that's very, overly critical, but they easily influenced. Okay, this is somebody that triggers real easily. Okay, they get triggered real easily, especially when it's somebody that's indifferent from them. Okay, this is somebody that can't stand to be around somebody that's upright, got boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Got a moral compass. Okay, got direction in life, got focus. This makes them look unbalanced. It makes them look unhinged. It makes them look toxic. It makes them look uh messy. You know what I'm saying? Scatterbrained. It makes them look low vibration. Okay, and this Queen of Swords in reverse. They said this Queen of Pentacles is, you can tell this person is upside down, opposite version of anything, Queen related. You know what I'm saying? This is no. This is somebody don't even like, people with boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes them look like somebody that don't have any morals, don't have any self respect, self discipline, self love. Okay, but that's what I'm. This person that, and this is who somebody feels like they shouldn't have ignored you. You know what I'm saying? When it came to communication, um, whether they were using it as a weapon, using it as a manipulation tactic, you know what I'm saying? But they regret they did it. Okay. Give me something on this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You got air out here with the Five of Swords. All could be of significance. You could be this air sign that was in this silent competition, or dealing with some type of intimidation with somebody. Yeah. You got the Queen rising in reverse and uninterested in reverse. Like somebody pretending like, somebody interested in them when they really not. You know what I'm saying? Or they pretending like they ain't interested in, in you. Or pretending somebody is interested or something like that. Yeah. And you got the Two of Swords in reverse. Air again. So this is somebody, you know what I'm saying, that is could have been indecisive, when it came to like some information, or like some mental turmoil, like just in their head, like somebody, it's like somebody tired of being in their head, like somebody's tired of um all the different scenarios they getting, this, because somebody feels like there's an emotional detachment, going on. Four wands at the bottom of the deck, and you got the Four of Pentacles. 444 could be a significance. And somebody's like wanting to let go of like some old ways, of being, like somebody doesn't want to be, um doesn't want to keep holding back, like somebody don't want to breadcrumb, they don't want to, use that holding back method, or worrying about their finances, if it's a financial issue, that they may have been dealing with, struggling, saving or something like that. Maybe they would, in their bag, or somebody was trying to stay focused on, the money, or trying to, hold back from like putting too much energy into something and being afraid, to change their ways in order to get to this um new level, you know what I'm saying, to get to the truth about, how something could go, how well it could, actually work out. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is releasing, what they done had going on in the past. Like, I don't want to hold back from this person no more. I don't want to, let my finances, get the best of me, that, past issues, with my situation, or, how I felt about my insecurities with their finances. Maybe this person didn't feel like they made enough money. Maybe they felt like, just let me get my bag up, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my account, together, then we can see, where we going. Let me see, let me get out of this financial slump. You know what I'm saying? Or let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that, okay? But it's like somebody giving up their control, using those outdated views or ways, of being stuck in their ways. This could be an older person, don't have to be, but you know how some folks, they get fixed in their ways, and they used to how they able to obtain a partner. Only difference is you ain't that type of, like, them trying to obtain, or go about a connection with you in that way, or in expecting it to turn out the way they got this person, this Queen of Swords. Not gonna happen. Okay, somebody's giving up their control, like somebody's, what I'm saying, um this is somebody, being generous, you know what I'm saying, like being vulnerable, being open. And they could have, in the past, did some reckless spending as well. But I feel like this is, with this Two of Swords in reverse, is giving, somebody being hesitant. um it's like somebody wants to make a decision. They could have been indecisive in the past. um and I feel like this is why, like, somebody may have, been indecisive because of somebody constantly giving them, some type of, different scenario to go by, giving them, a whole bunch of information, to consider, or something like that, to like slow them down. hmm But with this Queen rising in reverse, with this clarifying this this Queen of Swords in reverse, this is somebody that, like I said, they don't like the fact that you are this Queen of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you being put on a pedestal. Somebody doesn't like the fact that somebody's moving to somebody else and doing better by them, and not considering them to be a better choice. Like somebody in that pick me energy, or they were. Okay. Or somebody acting like, they more interested, like somebody's more interested than they actually are. Like, that they want to show. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody's, it's like somebody telling somebody's uninterested, and that's not really the case. Like somebody's like trying to make somebody feel as though you uninterested. That's the example I want to give you. Somebody wants another person to think you uninterested after all this time. Okay. It's like somebody saying, you think, if you did this, and this, that person will still be interested in you. And it's like this person, whoever this Queen of Swords is, somebody is more interested, but trying to pretend they're not. You're like they uninterested. You know what I'm saying? Um, in you or this person, are they trying to make this person um feel as though you more uninterested in them than in actuality you could still have some interest in this person, but this Queen of Swords is wanting them to think otherwise. And it's like they, feel like, you indecisive now. Like you may be, um they may be in a situation they put you in. Like they may feel though as though you indecisive about them now. Give me something on this Two of Swords in reverse. Give me something on this Two of Swords in reverse. What's the Two of Swords in reverse? You got bad habits. Came out in reverse. Yeah. And I feel like somebody is using somebody's vices against them, or like using, maybe some type of denial, drugs and denial with bad habits. Like somebody, may be somebody using somebody's past against them. You know what I'm saying? Like repeating mistakes. It's like somebody, may have um maybe feeling like, somebody's gonna come back around and do the same thing with this bad habits in reverse. Give me some more on this Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Gemini energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got a lot of air out here right now. All right. But you got Earth. Somebody could have Earth in a chart with somebody could be an Earth sign with water in their chart with the Queen of Pentacles. But there's, somebody that's, releasing, what I'm saying, they self from, whatever self-limiting beliefs they had or have. Um, but it's like somebody regaining awareness, like, freeing themselves. You know what I'm saying? This is being hopeful. You know what I'm saying? That communication, will be restored. I feel like with these swords. And you got the Hierophant in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody want to come out of the cold, but I feel like somebody's releasing, you know, the mindset they have of, different scenarios of, how something could turn out and not work. You know what I'm saying? What could happen in a negative way. And it's like somebody saying, or this is you, saying, look, I understand, people make mistakes. I understand, some people can get it wrong, that's they right. You know what I'm saying? As a human to get things wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it wrong in order to get it right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like somebody, is gaining that awareness, you know what I'm saying? Freeing themselves of the self-limiting beliefs. Like, and even if it's, somebody incarcerated or whatever, it's given, somebody being released. You know what I'm saying? And being a survivor in a situation. But I feel like, whatever bad habits somebody had, low vibrational, ways or whatever, I feel like somebody's not letting that keep them from like coming forward or not communicating, not saying something. All right. Because I feel like there's a Queen of Swords that wants somebody to um miss an opportunity based on things, the negative things about them. Tell me some more about this. Give me something on this Queen of Pentacles. Why are they in competition with this Queen of Pentacles? Why are they in competition with this Queen of Pentacles? What's going on? Yeah, somebody dirt did. But it's given like, what I'm saying, somebody's looking for secrets or trying to expose you. All right. This is somebody that's trying to make you look like somebody yet you're not. They trying to make, whoever this masculine is, they trying to make this person, look at you in a different light. They don't like the light that you in. They don't like the pedestal this person put you on. They don't want this person, treating you any differently than they know this person to treat, them or anybody else that they know of, this person being involved with. Whatever they know this person ways to be like, they don't want this person changing their ways for you. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what this is. It's a happiness hater. And even if it's a friend, a family, or a family member, or something like that, it's giving somebody not wanting this person, not want to see this person with anybody better. Especially if you making this person change just by being away from them. All right. It's almost like somebody resent you even being involved with them y'all ever crossing paths. Because then they can keep this person where they want them at because it allows them to have access to them. Okay. You got the Hermit in reverse, where, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is giving, somebody dealing with some type of isolation, but it's also them, being feeling restricted. And I feel like in the past, this person, kind of, was, or somebody's paralyzed with fear, like somebody's, letting fear, take over, when it came to them, um, coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when you're talking about getting guidance, receiving guidance, giving it or receiving it. But when it comes to introspection, like looking within, it's like somebody, um, going through a dark night of the soul. Like when you're going through a dark night of the soul, it's the fact that you're being shown things about yourself and different ways, different scenarios of your life, like different moments will come to mind. And they could be moments that you like, damn, man, that was messed up. That's why you got that card out here that says just shouldn't have ignored you. Like in the dark night of the soul that your person going through, this ain't gonna be the first one they go through. Because if they keep avoiding change, spiritual change, awareness, they gonna keep going through a dark night of the soul. They're gonna keep going through it because they keep refusing to face it, head on, accept it, acknowledge it. Even if this person, struggles with taking accountability and, facing it with you, they still have to face it with the Most High God. They have to face it when it comes to their spirit team. They passed on ancestors, you know, your spirit team when it comes to them coming towards you, being in your energy. This person is always gonna have to, you know, be hit with some type of um reality check if they keep tapping wanting to tap into your energy. Anybody really that you done moved on from. But this is somebody that, when it comes to this Queen of Swords in reverse, this is somebody that's digging for dirt, you know what I'm saying? But it's also, the fact that somebody's dealing with, the fact that they being restricted, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's, limited to what the access, um the way they may have impacted somebody else was able to get through, you know what I'm saying, and control a person, like the way somebody the effect somebody had on somebody, like they um yeah, like somebody feels restricted. They feel like, somebody feel cut off, and they could be, isolating themselves. Or this is you. um because I feel like somebody is energetically blocked. I feel like your energy is blocked from somebody being able to tap into it, in any, unhealthy way. especially with divination. So this person, if they are divination abuser, this is why somebody resulting in, the physical, being a physically monitoring spirit, like, snooping for secrets, trying to expose you. Tables might turn. You know what I'm saying? So this person snooping for secrets is gonna mess around and expose them. So like it's gonna cause some truth to be revealed about them. Like, yeah. And I feel like that's this person karma. And it's gonna further separate them from you. You can't compete where you don't compare. And I feel like coming for somebody that's not coming for you and ain't studying you for real makes, things about you come to light that you don't want coming to light and that you can't make go away because it's truth. And instead of them standing in their truth and them digging up dirt on our Queen of Pentacles, it's gonna cause truth about them to come out that they can't make go away. And it's actually gonna divide them with people that see them in one light now. They're not gonna see them like that no more if they keep coming for you. And I feel like that's their karma. Give me some more on this Queen of Swords in reverse with this Queen of Pentacles. Give me some more on this Queen of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody don't like your Nine of Pentacles. They don't like the fact that you self-efficient, self-sufficient, abundant. Somebody don't like the fact that you, are very independent. You know what I'm saying? As far as how you provide for yourself, the way you keep yourself up, the way you present yourself, the mindset that you have, the achievements that you have, the success. Um, Whoever this person is, they are aware of your achievement. Somebody's aware of it. They're aware of it. I don't know if they brought it up to this person, like saying, that you have a lot of things that you can do, that you overcome, that you do for yourself, that you do by yourself. You don't have a man, you don't have somebody, giving you something. That you're very independent, especially if you never really asked this masculine for anything, and they whatever it is you have, they know they didn't have anything to do with that. It's different from this Queen of Swords in the verse. It's like somebody saying, at least they don't need me for shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really gave them nothing. Whatever they got and how they look and what they got going on, I'm not, I mean, I'm helping. You know what I'm saying? Like if this person giving them things, they it's like somebody letting somebody know like shit, this person went to school, this person worked two jobs, this person, that went through that, you know what I'm saying? They done got a couple cars, you know what I'm saying, that I ain't had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like this person, um, they keep their hair and nails done. I ain't had shit to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing. They don't have anything going on. Whatever they got because they work hard for it. Like this is somebody, yeah, somebody don't like your shine. They don't like your glow. You know what I'm saying? You got the Ace of Cups out here, and you got the Three of Pentacles. So, like I said, this is somebody that has had a emotional awakening about you, and they could be a water sign. They could be any water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody don't like this personal growth, this compassion somebody has for you. That they don't like this new love. This is new feelings. This is a new love opportunity. Three of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants to come in, work with you. They see you as a somebody that they can grow and learn with, learn from. But they also, this is somebody that sees you as somebody that gets a lot of recognition. You get recognized no matter what you do. Like this, you could have went to school, you could have just graduated. college or something like that, or high school. You could have just graduated. You know what I'm saying? Not just physically, but spiritually as well. Like you could have. This is somebody that feels like they can grow with you. They see you as a team player, like a partner. hmm And this is why somebody feels intimidated by you. Like they compete. What's the overall outcome moving forward? What's the overall outcome moving forward? You got the hangman and you got the death in the verse. Somebody's turning over a new leaf. Um, After dealing with after resisting in the past, like somebody was resisting change, like looking at things from their higher self. Because it's like somebody realizes, what they negative patterns were like, with his bad habits in reverse. Like somebody realizes somebody that they may have walked away from, or somebody they was involved with, or put you in some type of silent competition with, or whether they knew this person was competing with you or not. Um, it's giving, somebody realizing that somebody, is not going to change. This is somebody that has a lot of bad habits. This is somebody that um, also, this is somebody that at one time is in fear of starting over, like a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with somebody new. So when it comes to this person moving forward, is them gaining a new perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that spiritual development that somebody is getting now or has is allowing this person to see, just exactly why in the past, you know what I'm saying, it didn't return to negative patterns and things like that was their downfall. Clarify that death in the verse. Yeah, kissing ass came out. So yeah, this is somebody who heart chakra ain't activated, but they, you know, yeah, four ones. Somebody is willing. I'm talking about they turning over a new leaf. They, realizing what it means. When it comes to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying, for their higher self. And I feel like this person is willing to kiss ass, um, if they got to. You know what I'm saying? Because this person really wants this four wands. This person really wants this four wands. Yeah, they don't want to go through an old cycle. They don't. And I feel like this is somebody at one time that may have had some disharmony. You know what I'm saying? Could have been like a fear of travel. They could have been concerned with if they relocated, if they um what would happen if they move closer. You know what I'm saying, to you, if they move in with you or something like that. But when it comes to the distance or something like that, like somebody was afraid of that being something that would never change. But the only way distance is an issue is if they don't do anything about it. All right. But they, you know, with the world in reverse, it could be, the fact that somebody doesn't want to go through another cycle of what's repeated. You know what I'm saying? Somebody don't want to repeat the past, or they don't want this is to be continue to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So this person could be relocated as well. But I feel like I said, you got the hangman out here, the death in the verse, and the four of wands. So give me some more on this death in the verse moving forward. What's the death in the verse moving forward? Yeah, this person could have been like a king of swords in reverse as well. Like somebody is like it's like somebody looking at they bad habits from a different perspective. Like somebody looking at how they came off and refusing to change and knowing, that's not something that's going to allow them to have a four ones, not even in a community, a happy home, a stable, foundation environment. Like that's not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they had some, a lot of real unrealistic goals or views as to, a ways about how they would express something or get something, to go in their favor or something, and they realize that that's not how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, like I said, being with a Queen of Swords in reverse, that may have been okay with that and thought that was love, and it's really just toleration. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tolerating somebody's, you know, uh, toxic behavior, the way what they respond to, and thinking it's, somebody's way of showing that they love them, like somebody knocking your head across the head, and they feel like, well, if I ain't knocking across the head or knocking him across the head, they don't think I love him. Because some people think that's entertaining. Girl, how about he came home and such and such and such, and how about he, I opened the door, he did this, or I came in the house and she did it. Some folks think that's cool until it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Until you realize you're gonna meet somebody that ain't gonna do that, or they not gonna be in that mindset, and you're gonna do that toward them, or expect that reaction from them, and you're gonna get the opposite. You're gonna get cut off. You're gonna get ghosted. You're gonna get, dismissed. And you're gonna be like, well, damn, exactly. So I'm gonna leave it here, collective. I mean, this person won't, is this person going, what's this person's future actions, when it comes to them coming forward? Will they come forward? It's got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's saying no. You got travel in reverse, at the bottom of the deck, and the Six of Cups in reverse. I feel like that this person, is like at the bottom of the wheel, or they feel like they unlucky. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could feel like, this is a setback, or something that's gonna be a setback, or something. Because with travel in reverse, it's giving me, somebody having some delays or something like that with travel. Yeah. But it's like there's a passionate new beginning here. There's a um you could be having, something working on, like actually flourishing for you now, like coming, full circle for you with the Ace of Wands. And it's also giving like somebody, getting a passionate new beginning when it comes to, some progress, when it comes to passion or breakthrough. But I feel like, somebody, has to go through some karma, or they have to clear something out. Yeah. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because I feel like somebody was at the bottom of the wheel at one time. The Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse about? What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse about? You got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Like somebody releasing, like this is somebody, that feels like, they procrastinated. This is like, you know, somebody feels, like there was some procrastination or somebody releasing um things that no longer serve them, that, may be out of their control. Like letting that go is too much responsibility. Like somebody letting something go, um that is possibly had to weigh down, or something that they, unnecessary commitments. Like somebody could just be giving up like that will to like move forward. Like, yeah, somebody could feel exhausted, you know what I'm saying? Or this is you. Yeah. Somebody could feel like, they don't want to come forward. They could feel like, they done did too much, for you to like still want to be involved or something like that. Like I feel like somebody, yeah. And I also feel like somebody, is this is a release. Like somebody's releasing like a lot of things that has caused a lot of setbacks for them. Yeah. Especially if this person had the control at one time, they don't have it now. Like in somebody's, whatever somebody was able to do, or whatever effect somebody had on you before, they at the bottom of the wheel. Like they feel unlucky, like unwelcome, like they, there's no interest there. Like you giving up, you know what I'm saying? Like releasing them. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse? Overall outcome, future actions. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse? Future actions. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse? What's the future actions with the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Hmm. Somebody keeping it close to their chest that they want you back, but I feel like it's because they feel like they don't want to come off as desperate. Somebody don't want to come off as um somebody don't want to look at something like it's too little, too late. Like some, yeah. But I feel like it's like I said, somebody's dealing in divination. All right, because divination abuser is at the bottom of the deck. All right, some, yeah, that's crazy. But I said that though. I feel like somebody don't want, another person. It's like somebody wants somebody to be conflicted. You know what I'm saying, with their decision making, because somebody don't want to be left out. You know what I'm saying? They don't. Somebody don't want to be treated differently and left behind at the same time. All right, but it's like somebody wants you back, but they feel like they done too much. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to come off as like they desperate. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what this say. The card on top of my deck, my makeshift deck, um, just pulling it off the top, says gave them outdated advice on purpose. Hmm. Gave them outdated advice on purpose. So at the same time, like I said, for somebody to be in a two of swords in reverse, like somebody, like shit, fuck it, I'm gonna just make a decision. I gotta make a decision one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever they doing, they keep it into themselves. They're not expressing it to anybody, even though they may feel as though they're gonna be looked at us at in a certain light, or in a certain way. But somebody gave somebody some outdated advice on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And it was meant to slow them down. But they going through a dark night of the soul. And then you got wants to come back, wants to come for you. Somebody wants to come for you because you won't help them get through their karma owed to them. You see what I'm saying? Whoever this Queen of Swords is, that's divination abuser. This is somebody that, like I said, somebody going through karma. This is somebody's karma, what they going through. For being in competition of, coming for you, a Queen of Pentacles. And it's like, this person is trying their best to keep this masculine, blinded. But at the end of the day, this is them wanting this person to come back around, like trying to keep them around it by any means necessary, because they want this person to go through this karma with them that's owed to them. Hmm. And I feel like it, and yeah, that's that's crazy. But yeah, there's a Queen of Swords out here that wants to, what I'm saying? It could be, a low vibrational water sign dealing, yeah. Even if it's a even if it's a same sex situation, take it how it resonates. It's given that somebody wants to, they want to come for you. That's why they're doing it. Somebody wants to come for you because you won't help them get through their karma that's owed to them. And that's why I say, when in a karmic cycle with somebody and you going through a dark night of the soul, it's meant to separate you from that person. That person don't know that because they refuse to change. You know what I'm saying? So of course they're not gonna, agree with how you see things now and why you moving the way you move. They gonna be ready to retaliate and do panic and do something. You know what I'm saying? Because they easily triggered, you know what I'm saying, by the indifference. Okay, if the Queen of Swords was already competing with the Queen of Pentacles, now they finna be competing with somebody, a masculine that they're around that's going through a dark night of the soul, which is possibly going to change right in front of them, around them, and it's gonna drive this person away from them when they do. They're gonna be wanting to move, relocate, get the the fuck out of Dodge. They're gonna be trying to put some distance between them and this person in the same house, in the same room, in the same neighborhood, in the same job. They're gonna find some distance because it's gonna get very uncomfortable and very annoying, for this person to be around them because of what they starting to realize and be aware of. You know what I'm saying? Be made aware of, like, it's going the clarity. It's gonna drive them away from this person. And they gonna want somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end it here, collective. Hopefully the message resonates and or is helpful. Um Somebody could be doing some shadow work right now, especially with this hermit in reverse. But it could be needing to do some shadow work. But I'm gonna leave it here. Hopefully the message resonates, collective, and or is helpful in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, the thumbs up or whatever. And until next time, I love you all. Mwah. Bye.